things first. Let's get you that V's, V's. So how do I even do that? It's been so long. Daily stream. Here we go. I got this daily stream thing. And I have a note sheet of how to get the key. Here it is. It's a scripty script. So let's go ahead and just grab that key for your bees. Please go ahead and deactivate the old key and send the new key. Thank you. Claude Code was down yesterday, huh? I didn't feel too good. I told you they were gonna get smoked for snitching. I told you they were gonna get smoked for snitching, dude. You should never snitch on the CCP. You should never snitch on the government. And they snitched on both America and Chinese government, dude. Of course they're gonna get smoked. Of course. That's how it goes. You snitch on China and America, there's zero chance for you, Anthropic. I'm sorry. Y'all got a great, great AI. I promise you that. But big but, big but. Let's go ahead and put the key in there, see if it works. New key, who this? Old key broken. Nice, dude. We gave you a nice long trial of that key this weekend. Much love to you. 777. Here's the key in the chat. If anybody comes in later, feel free to share the key or tell them to have some patience because they're late. Back to business. Let's get it, J Will. If they come in and they throw any sort of fit about not getting the key immediately, tell them that they're late. Tell them they're late. All right. I know I'm usually late, but I'm keeping the chat down here. I'll answer questions at the end. I'm not going to put it in every 2 seconds like I usually do, just because then I'll jump into the chat and then conversate and then be like in China when I'm trying to go to Russia. So I'll answer all chats here at the end or intermittently. I'll probably answer chats in like an hour or so. But yeah, so we got the keys there. Let's go ahead and I'll try to jump it. I'll pop it in every once in a while, but you have full reign to talk shit to anybody that's late, even though I'm late all the time. You got full reigns, full reigns. I tried, dude. I tried. I tried to build a bot that would post inside of the Zoom, but they only let you have read instructions, not write instructions as well. So, or commands. Like you can use Zoom to read the chat, but you can't use Zoom to host the chat. Host to the chat. 777, Timmy. Good to see you. Timmy Turner. Real Wishy says Big O Live is going crazy. What does that even mean, dude? Bigo. Damn, see, I'm already ghost, dude. Bigo. How do you even go to Bigo? Bigo. What is Bigo? You were telling me about that yesterday, actually. Maybe 2 days ago. All right, you guys got the keys here. We're gonna get started in just a second. I'm gonna give people a little like a 3 minute grace period because once I lock, I lock. Da 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 da. Damn, there's no lag over there, huh? I see it now. I see it. I see it now. I see it. All right, here we go. These for you guys that just entered. I think the first thing I want to show you is what kind of surprised me this weekend. So, I want to show you what surprised me this weekend. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure. Let's go to OpenClaw. Morning, Dave. Morning, Kenny. Something surprised me quite a bit this weekend, and I'll just tell you about it here. Okay, well, OpenClaw doesn't even open, so okay, well, OpenClaw doesn't even open, so okay, well, OpenClaw doesn't open. So I wish somebody told me this earlier. I went ahead and bought five computers in. Damn, people just keep flying in, so I gotta drop these keys. I'm gonna drop the keys one last time here, and then I'll come back in like 30 or so. I'll follow up with all the chats too. Thanks for participating. Thanks for your love. Much love to you. I wish somebody told me this earlier. I went ahead and set up five open claws because that was all the jazz, that was all the hype. And I found some very amazing things that I can't tell everybody here, but I'll tell you some more about what I found that I can tell you about. And it's actually it's actually insane. And I think it's game changing because everybody's distracted right now with OpenClaw. And I think OpenClaw is sick. Yes, of course. But as an automated trader, who my ultimate goal is to remove all my motions and never have to trade again, I'll show you step by step how to do that around here. But along the way, I come across new tools like OpenClaw. Okay, let's go ahead and set up OpenClaw on five different computers. Well, there's a specific use case that I started to run into with OpenClaw that it wasn't able to handle. So what I did is I finally, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on this. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this Claude Chrome extension. It's actually really sick. I have it set up here. You can see, and open Claude. You just add it to your Chrome here. And what this did for me was something that took would have taken a month for me to do, but I did it in a weekend, which is which is quite insane if you think about it, because until now, we've all been trying to fiddle around with OpenClaw. We've been waiting for AI to do anything for us or everything for us. And now we finally have Claude inside of Chrome, and comparing it to OpenClaw, it works 100 times better. Just straight up, and I'm one of the only people that have tried OpenClaw times five different computers and actually applied it to my daily work. And then I went ahead and tried Claude and Chrome. Wow, dude. It's still the start for both of them. It's still the start. So we got to be cognizant of that. So I'm not writing OpenClaw off by any means. I think it's so sick. But I saw how smooth this worked. Let's try it out. Let's just go to like can you navigate to Polymarket and then figure out what the best markets are where we could take the no side on with the biggest chance of us profiting? And then list me your 10 top markets after going through Polymarket and discovering which ones have the best chance of profiting if we took the no. Now, historically, taking the no side is better than taking the yes side. So that's the thesis I'm going to give you. And I want you to go ahead and go to Polymarket and find the top 10 markets, send me the names, send me the links, and send me why you think this is a good no market. So we've all used Claude. We've all used Claude, but they dropped Claude in Chrome without mentioning it really. I mean, I know I've heard of it. You've heard of it. We've all heard of it, sure. But at the end of the day, nobody's like everybody's distracted, it seems. So if everybody's distracted and not using it, like I had to use it for a specific use case because I set up five open claws and OpenClaw wasn't working for that. Again, just like algorithmic trading, nobody's going to share their exact edge. So I'm not going to share my exact edge of what I was building with OpenClaw and why I had to take what I thought was going to be a month off to lock in. I got it done in a weekend. And Claude Chrome in or whatever this is, Claude and Chrome was part of the reason I was able to get it done in a weekend. So I believe code is a great equalizer. Anything I find out, I'm gonna show you so you can see she's scrolling through Polymarket right here. I wish I would have done it in this window here, but she has access to everything in this top part. You can see she's scrolling through Polymarket, trying to figure out that prompt I gave her. So you can think of all of these tasks that you have on your computer, whether it's like accounting tasks, whether you have to do your taxes, or whether you have to log some stuff, whether you want to look at two different arbitrages on one exchange to another exchange. This is what OpenClaw was pitched to be, really. But Anthropic leads with safety. So they're going to roll it out slower. In my mind, they're doing the Apple play. OpenClaw is Android. OpenClaw works for any computer. Claude Chrome only works with Claude. Now, I know half of you are Android guys. You want you want to be able to customize everything. That's fine. I support you. I support you in your endeavor of customizing absolutely everything, Android guy. But for those people that like smooth experiences, they like to get things done, they pay for ease of use. You know, if you got an iPhone, you understand what I'm talking about. The iPhone's so good because the software is built by the same company that builds the hardware. And that's been my thesis why Claude Code is better than anything else, is because Claude actually built the AI model and the agentic framework. Now, Claude and Chrome absolutely cooked for me, dude. It would take me a month to get this done. I did in a couple days. It involved a lot of data from a lot of data sources. And guess what? Claude Chrome was able to log into all of my accounts, calculate all of this data, follow all of my instructions. You can see she's taking a screenshot here. She's taking a screenshot. She uses screenshots. Now, we went ahead and we tried to build something like this like 2 years ago, but it was too hard for little Moondev 2 years ago. And I'm glad Anthropic went ahead and took the cake here. Because like I said, if the person who builds the model builds the tools, it's going to be a better tool at the end of the day. It's no doubt, always. Always, 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 bro. You can see she's navigating to another event here. So she's looking through all of these events. And the cool thing is I could go like this. I could say, Claude, let's see this. Can you go ahead and ask Claude here in the desktop or in the browser, ask her to build me a backtest using backtesting.py? I don't know. It's a stupid one. That's a stupid one, but I wanted to show you that you can have multiple going at the same time. So imagine this. You've got your Claude and Chrome as your lawyer over here. You've got your Claude and Chrome as your marketer over here. And these can be different Chrome instances because I can just pull this off and boom. Now I've got Claude working for me in the browser. See, she's putting the prompts in. I have one browser set up with Claude. I've got another browser set up with Claude. I believe code's a great equalizer. Whenever I find something big like this, I have to show you. That's what I'm here for. This changes the game for me because now I have these assistants that can actually control the browser. And I know everybody wants full computer use, and that's why we like OpenClaw. I get that. But let's be honest, most of our work is in the browser. So if Claude, the best model, is already in the browser, why isn't anybody talking about this? I don't get it. But you can see now I got her cooking in two different places. Okay. Let's have her cook some more, dude. That roadmap I gave you today, let's go to it. Let's have her cook with it. Moondev.com/roadmap. Okay, where's the key? I gotta get the key. Okay, you got the key. I think if you don't have the key, I put the key in the chat every day. Okay, let's go ahead and say, okay, we got 3 browsers. So you got 3 employees. I got 2 employees live, and I'm about to have a third one live. Okay. Please go through this roadmap and come up with the, tell me the structure in order to attack automated trading, and then give me the 3 best trading ideas that you can find in this roadmap that I should start with. So you got the roadmap already. You probably already have Claude. I've got three different agents working inside browsers because at the end of the day, you know that the most of the work we're doing on our computers are in the browser, dude. So why is nobody talking about this? I don't know. Why haven't I been using this? I don't know. When did it even come out? When did it even come out? Because why isn't anybody in the chat talking about this? Why doesn't anybody know about this? I ran a poll yesterday and 90% of people had never used Claude in Chrome before. I had to use Claude in Chrome because I don't just talk about stuff, dude. I know I yap a lot. I get that. But I see stuff on Twitter like OpenClaw. Okay, let me buy a few computers. Let me run it. I ran OpenClaw. I know how to. I know OpenClaw better than most people. I had to get off Twitter because everybody's trying to argue with me about OpenClaw this, OpenClaw that. Dude, just run it, and then you'll see what I see. That led me to Chrome inside of Claude inside of Chrome. Now we're really cooking, bro. Now we're really cooking because now look at this. She's going through. She's going through the roadmap that you have access to, and she's figuring out which one of those strategies is best. So you saw me before with 5 open claudes, but now I'm gonna have 8,000 claudes in Chrome. When was Claude in Chrome released, and who is it accessible to? Because maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I ran that poll, and 80% of people said they had not used it yet. You can see here's a full breakdown. You can see she did the back test. August 2025. That's insane. They're shipping so hard. They're cooking so hard over there that they don't even mention stuff like this. Let me search for the latest information in on Claude in Chrome. Claude in Chrome it was initially piloted. Okay, August 25th. It first launched with an initial cohort of 1,000 max plan users. Okay. On November 24, it became available in beta to all max plan users. What's a max plan? On December 18th, it went to all pro, team, and enterprise. So Claude is available in beta to all paid plan subscribers, pro, max, team, and enterprise. For team and enterprise, admins can enable or disable. So it's available to everybody. I mean, they're going to make it impossible for you not to pay Claude at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they're going to make it impossible for you not to be a customer. Because I've got 3 different instances and they can do whatever. You can think anything, dude. Researchers, planners, coders, uh, your accountants, your lawyer, all of these jobs are done in the browser. We're just data dogs and we're like OpenClaw, run our whole computer. Okay, that's so sick. But at the end of the day, most of this stuff can be done in the browser. And I haven't even downloaded the desktop app yet. I haven't even downloaded the desktop app yet. Maybe that's the next thing I need to do here today. Let's say Claude desktop. I'm going so much deeper. I'm going so much deeper here in the Claude because it is the best model. I mean, they have survival skills of a fart calling out China and United States of America, but it is what it is. I can't control that. It's out of my control. They got the best models. They got the best tools. I'm downloading desktop. I'll let you guys know. Let me know below if you want me to do a desktop overview. Bring Claude to your desktop. I'll go ahead and dive deep into it, understand it, see how it can be best used. And then from there, if you want to hear that, just comment below desktop. I think that should be interesting. I think that should be interesting. I really like Chrome. So I wanted to share that with you guys here today because I think Claude and Chrome is, I don't want to say it because I know I hyped it up really hard for the last few weeks, but I'm gonna do that. I lean into everything. I lean into everything. I lean into everything and I try it out. So OpenClaw last few weeks, of course, I went hard on it, but I go hard on everything. I go hard on everything, dude. I go hard on everything. So I'm glad I went hard because it led me to this day today. And now I am actually really, really excited about this Chrome Claude. And I know most of you have not used it. And I know that because I ran a poll. So I want to check out Claude desktop now. But maybe I'll do that. Desktop, Mike said desktop and play with Cowork too. Okay. I've been there for a few months. There we go. Swap. Nice, bro. You said the API key didn't work for you? Check out this. Here, I'll throw it again. Desktop. Okay, so we got some people that want me to dive deeper into desktop. Maybe I'll do that later today. Diving into desktop. I have never used it. I've never used it, but here are my top 10 Polymarket plays. You can see here are my top 10 Polymarket plays. So I just had it go research this for me and it found the top 10 Polymarket plays here. Oklahoma City, Arsenal, okay, Trump. So this is Claude in Chrome. This is fire, dude. This is fire. She went ahead and did three different projects I'll dive all the way into. Lazi. So I'm gonna use this every day from here on out, really. Anytime I have to do anything repetitive, I use Chrome and desktop. Claude and desktop. What the fuck is the name is, dude? Claude and Chrome. Another thing I wanted to look into here. Well, let's first do this. I'm gonna close this stuff. I just wanted to give you guys a little overview of that as I think it's significantly life changing. And you'll see now that you know of it, you'll see like just every time you're about to do anything repetitive, just have Claude in Chrome do it for you. It's really sick, dude. It's really sick. I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. Swap, what have you been doing for the last few months with it? 777, fam. GM Richard. Thanks for all you do as well. Thank you, Zoom. Get to Cebu and Palawan. Damn, dude. Haha. Everybody thinks I live in the Philippines. I don't actually live in the Philippines. I've never been. I've never been, but fuck, I want to go. I work with a lot of people in the Philippines, and the Philippines got the kindest people in the world. They got the kindest people in the world, and I would love, 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 love to get out there. I just haven't yet. I've been saying I need to for so, so long. They got the kindest people in the world out there. They got the kindest people in the world out there, dude. Hard workers, too. Hard workers. They'll never catch up. GM 777. Let's get it. So I want to jump into my Solana stuff real quick. see what's Gucci over there. So as you may or may not know, I run Solana bots to just kind of keep things. I'm always scanning. I'm just that one guy waiting for Solana to come back. Just waiting for the Solana to come back someday. This guy went up 40x though. Shit, what the dog doing? So we did catch a winner here. 40x. Okay, okay. So what the dog do? That's in my wallet right now. It should be hitting Soul Scan. It should be hitting take profit here soon. Moondive.soul. Is that me again? That ain't me. Moondive.soul. There we go. Sin. He's sinning. 19 hours ago. Okay, these are transfers. Yeah, this has been off for a few days. Probably out of cash. No, I'm not out of cash. Let's go ahead and use Claude Desktop. See what's Gucci. Can you go ahead and look into the Can you go ahead and look in the my last 10 pages of transactions and see what those transactions are? What I want are some buys. And I want you to list the buys for me. Thank you. Let's just see. I'm just gonna keep pushing her. Like this is a new tool to me. You can see I'm using Sonnet 4.6. And for the use that used OpenClaw, you know Sonet's not that good with it. So you gotta kind of use Opus. Okay, so let's go over here to the Solana stuff here. Okay. Where you at, Shorty? V3, no markets. Scanner. Nah, it'd be over here then. Nah, it's right here. So that's bot 26. It must have been dead here or something. What happens is when I get on and off the VPN, sometimes it smokes me. So you can see this one did go up 40x here, and she's looking through trying to find my trades here. So you can see I'm using Chrome and desktop, Claude and Chrome. There we go. It found some of my transactions here. See what it does with it. Just taking a screenshot, close account. Okay, so she did take some cash back. I just ran this bot in order to sell some losers. This bot's cooking. This is the main copy bot of the Solana side. And the reason I use $1 size is because then the good things float to the top, right? If I put $1 into what the dog doing, that's a 40x. If it's at 41 for real. And I think it is for real. You can see I got Claude Chrome, and this is what I've been doing all weekend. Every time I had a huge project I had to take on, and essentially I thought it was going to take forever. I thought I was going to be gone for at least a month. But I had like 6 different I had my open clause and 6 different desktops like this. So it was just like so much faster. I didn't have to do any crazy stuff. I don't know. I think this is life changing. But again, that's just me. I might be the weirdo. What's going on right here? So order sold. It's buying. Okay. So she's going through and looking through the 10 pages. And then I want to get some cash back. So if you're trading on Solana, there's this thing that is called rent, and you must close your accounts. You can see I'm closing 12 accounts right here, and that means I'm getting cash back for each of the accounts, which is quite nice. Dun, 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 dun. What I want to also do is work on my extended bots just a bit here. Let's go over here to Electron, okay. Code, admit, okay. And then I'm gonna go to cross exchangers over here. Let's get the cross exchange going. And then I have a list of bot trackers that I want to check here. So this is the first one I want to do. Can you look for this code here and explain how it works? The bot specifically. Okay, hyper momentum as well. Cost per vol. See here, I like the low cost per vol ones. Dun 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 dun. Also, this one here. This one looks Gucci. Also, this one here, it looks good. Go ahead and explain both of them to me. Thank you. I want to know the entry. I want to know the exit. And I want to know the risk control. Okay, she's cooking on that for me. Let's go ahead and run a couple of these back tests here that we haven't caught up with. We have a ton. Get some of these bugs going here. She's cooking. I got Claude and Chrome in the background. Boom. Okay, she's a loser. Let's close her. Let's just delete her. This is a numbers game here. You know that my process of automated trading, it comes down to back testing, researching back testing. And I built in this back tester into my app to go fast. Speed 8 hours per back test. That's crazy, dude. 8 hours. Damn, son. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot. Has any Anthropic courses yet? Put a 0 in the chat if you have not taken the AI Anthropic course yet. If you have not taken that yet. You get a whole diploma and everything. 0, okay. 0 in the chat if you might take that, dude. We might take that together. You get a whole diploma and everything, a certificate. And Lord knows you need that certificate. I'm just kidding, but it might be good for those of you that do want like whatnot, and like I don't know. At the end of the day, we're gonna learn a hell of a lot, a hell of a lot. Timmy, they just dropped it. I'll get into that in just a bit. I want to at least build an outline for the course here today. And because I'm going to personally do it, I'm just deciding whether I'm going to do it with you or not. I think I probably should just do it with you because, dude, I remember when we learned Rust together, people enjoyed that because not only did I learn Rust, but I was able to teach you at the same time. Deep Sight, good to see you, bro. 777. No trades on this one. What the hell? All pass. Let's delete that. Let's see what's going on. See if she's done yet. She is. Okay. So let's go over here.
if everyone is trying to solve the same problem, multiple people, that's the latest, the greatest thing to do. Don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
Don't follow the pack, baby. Don't follow them. Everybody else is trading by hand. Don't do that. Don't do that. Lock in here 3 hours, 3 hours a day. I'll keep you off the charge for 3 hours, dude. Then you got to use your discipline to stay off the charge for the rest of the day, okay? You can go ahead and still get exposure to trading. You don't have to trade by hand. You don't have to trade by hand. Hmm. Let's go here and fix this as well. So where would this be is the question. That's fine. So these are my two bots that I have, or actually, yeah, two on extended here. I'm just incubating because if you know my process, you have the roadmap, right? So let's see if she's done here. Okay, this is based off of that. Oh, we actually cooked that, but on the roadmap here, moondav.com, so you have access to. You can see my process for automated trading starts with R, research, and then backtest, and then incubate, small size. So after I find something that works in the past, I incubate it. So liquidation market maker here, the thesis, this is a mean reversion, fade the crowd. When one side of the market is heavily stacked near liquidation, the other side already got wiped out. So when one side of the market is heavily stacked near liquidation, the other side already got wiped out. The bot trades against the herd. Betting the move is exhausted. The entry, three conditions must all align. Liquidation aggregate skew, pull all hype positions from the Moondav API, which you guys have access to. Clusters positions whose liquidations are within 2% of each other. Finds the biggest cluster per side, long versus short. One side's aggregate must be 1 million plus and 1.5x larger than the other side. 48-hour price zone filter fetches the 48-hour high low from Binance, divides it into thirds. If longs are the bigger aggregate, shorts already blew up. Go short, but only if price is in the top third of range. If shorts are bigger aggregate, longs already blown up. Go long, but only if price is in the 1/3 of range. Execution, once triggered, enters a fill loop. Okay. Exit, three conditions exit. Take profit, first liquidation. Okay. Stop loss, 50% on margin. So if it drops 50%, okay. Max hold time. I like that. Okay. Risk control, perfect. Position sizing, lev 10. Okay. So I want that one. We got a 15-minute close on it, which is nice. And this is liquidation momentum, PY. Okay, so I need to do some tracking here. And let's also for liquidation PY, for that liquidation MMPY, let's bring the stop loss down to 25% from 50. Thank you. And then send me the full path so I can run it. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and see what this other one's looking like. So hype momentum, 300 seconds. Okay. This is the opposite philosophy of what I said before. And that's the thing. Everybody asks me about liquidations. It can be a totally opposite and still be right, or totally opposite and still be wrong. This is your game. It's my game. We got to play our own game. We got to come with our own ideas. There's nothing plug and play around here, but I'll show you everything in order to get you automated. But a bad strategy automated, still a bad strategy. This is the opposite philosophy of the first bot. When price approaches a whale's liquidation, bet on momentum continuing through it. The liquidation cascade will price further. Ride the wave, don't fade. The 300S variant comes from backtesting. Trades under 5 minutes had a 36% win rate, while trades held between 5 and 30 had a 64% win rate. So they have to hold for at least 5 minutes. The momentum thesis needs time to play out before you judge it a loser. Entry. Whale proximity trigger pulls all hype positions from Moondev API, which you have access to. Finds the closest whale. Okay. If any whale's liquidation price is within 0.5% of current price, close to a long whale's leg. Close to a short whale's leg. Grid execution. Okay, this got a nice grid on it. Exit. Take profit 10%, stop loss 10%, but only after 300 seconds. Risk control, small fixed size, smaller than the 95. I want to do that. So, and then for the second buy here, so let's go ahead and get this one ready. Okay. This one's about to be live again. So let's go ahead and get it first off. I'm going to go ahead and say Python run it. Python run it, Sonny. Feb 9th, Polymarket trading bots. No, we got the Polymarkets. The Polymarkets is cooking. Feb up, down, no markets, Jan. Python liquidation. That was it actually. Python this, Python this, Python that. Okay. Start it up, start it up, start it up. Okay, now I gotta track it up, track it up, track it up. So where's that tracking sheet I have? And what account this on? Okay, perfect. I got it now. 178. Okay. Insert one above. You can see I use small size because at the end of the day, you don't know if it's actually going to work in the future. So if it works in the past, that's great. But does it work in the future is the question. You got to lock in and you got to figure that out for yourself. I can't give you everything. I can show you everything I'm doing, but I can't plug and play anything for you. I'm sorry, dude. Much love to you. Okay, so I'm going over here and tracking a few things. First off, the balance, of course, but second off, and not more important, but very important as well, is the volume. Now, the volume is important to me because if this is an arbitrage opportunity for airdrop, then I want to be able to get as much volume as I possibly can because the more volume, the more money. Now, obviously, you want to run profitable trading bots. And I track this metric of cost per 1,000 in volume. Now, this one that I'm running is actually a positive, which is good. You want a positive cost per 1K volume because that means you're getting 1,000 in volume plus you're making money. That's obviously the goal. But we all are realists here and we understand that not all bots are going to work. But the kicker here, trading on these exchanges that have bonuses and stuff, is that even some of your bots that don't work still might make money, if that makes sense. Because it's an arbitrage, it's a volume arbitrage. They're paying you to be a market maker, essentially, these new exchanges. So I'm using one of these weird exchanges right now. Just is what it is. Just is what it is. It just is what it is. That's pretty cool, though, if you ask me. What happened here? I got in this error. I'll fix that real quick, too. So let's go up to MoonDev AI agents here. Agents for trading. You can see in the OpenClaw listing, I got this little bug. Beagle, I haven't fixed it. Thank you, Shorty. Oh, snap.
Not negotiating. The deal was already made. Deal was made. I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself.
I'm doing it.
You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope.
Nope.
No, this is not negotiable.
Let's put them on ad for a bit because they've been here for too long. The free. You can't watch all this for free, dude. No way. Hell no. Put them on a 38-minute ad right here. 24 times 3. Okay, so she said she fixed it. Fix it. Perfect. So I don't know if you were here for this, but I essentially have a transcript going at all times. And then my OpenClaw listener is listening to all of my words and figuring out billion-dollar businesses that she can do autonomously. So I'll be able to go back there at one point and just look through all of my stuff. Look through all my OpenClaw stuff. Okay, write a couple of words here. What did we do? Launching. So backtest and launching extended bots. Continue. Okay, let's keep playing the game. Let's keep playing the game. So I added this section here because I think this is a pretty cool concept of every 15 minutes, track what you actually did, and then you'll be able to look back at like your actual efficiency. So I call this the efficiency log. So while you're playing the game, while you're over here coding away, you can go ahead and do some of this. Here, sick. Sick. Sick, it's sick, it's sick. I like it, but it might not be for everybody. I'm building this entirely for myself, but I've built everything here. The only reason you're here is because I build for myself. I believe code's a great equalizer. That's why I do share everything. That being said, I got to build everything directly for myself because if you're anything like me and you're chasing the same man I'm chasing, then should be helpful for you. But if it's not, that's okay too, because you can cook your own stuff. I'm showing you how to fish for the rest of your life. I don't want to show you how to just plug and play nothing, bro. Let's lock in. I'll show you everything in order for you to cook for yourself for the rest of your life. Okay, so on this one here, let's make sure we got that live. We did get that live. Perfect. Now on this second bot, which is the hyper momentum, I think the only thing I want to change with the hyper momentum is make it so you use 95% just like the liquidation MM. Then send me back the code, thanks. Not the code, not the code. Path, the code path. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Okay, sick. And I got that logged. I got the volume logged. Balance now is the one thing I don't have logged yet. 78. Okay. Just got to put a hair 178. I always recommend, and I'm not a financial advisor, but always incubate strategies before launching them on a server. Once you feel like they work in the future, then launch them on a server so you can't mess with them. So if you're always spending your time researching, finding new ideas, then you're going to have plenty to backtest. And if you're always backtesting, then you're always going to have new ideas that you can put into bots and incubate them. Small size, you can see, you can hear, I'm using small size, like 178, but you can use that as low as $10. You can use as low as $10, which is crazy on Hyperliquid. So then this stuff might be in your control, right? You're incubating, watching them on screen like I am, or however you want to do it. And I can tinker, I can fuck it up, yada, yada. But when I scale this, I'm putting this on a server. I'm putting it out out of sight because I'm incubating here. I'm gonna fix all the bugs that I see, etc. But I don't know. That's just how I approach this game. So much love to you. However you want to do this, dude, you could do it. You can do anything I can do, but you could do it better, dude. Come on, lock in. It's time now. It's time now. It's time now. It's got stuck. Damn. Okay, liquidation acceleration. We'll use this one here. Okay, that's momentum. There's been some new people that have jumped into the chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the keys again. Keys are in there. Much love to you. Good morning. Okay, so here we should be ready to go with the 300 seconds. Now it uses 95% of the balance. Okay. Python, run it. Okay, we got two bots live. I got to track this one as well. Let me go ahead and get it tracked up. So this one has 95% of balance. 95% balance. And then let's check this real quick. For both of these bots, what are my max losses on them? Essentially, I know that there's stop losses there. So I think both of them have a stop loss. One has a time exit as well. But yeah, just tell me the max loss on both of them. Assume they're both using 10x leverage. Okay, let's get it. Also, double check that both of them are looking at the P&L with the leverage implemented. So, 1% move would be with 10x leverage would be down, up or down 10%, right? Just double check those things. Okay, and I gotta fix this, dude, because this is starting to piss me off, bro. Starting to piss me off. Where are you, Quant app? There you are. Okay, so Shorty, I got something for you. All right, it seems like when we have when you miss a mini timer, it like stops the whole timer. This is on the code page and the backsets page with the 15-minute timer, the lock-in timer. It seems if I miss one of the 2-minute short things, then it just turns the timer off. Or look into the rules for that. Don't change anything now. Like, when does it turn the timer off? Because there's a couple times it turns the timer off and it's starting to piss me off, bro. I got to figure out that, and then we'll go ahead and code on to fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, I got the Quant app right here in the top right. So you can see I just try to I really, really am a big believer in just making your system so smooth every single day. And I built this into the app because I used to have to click through these and try to figure out where my Claude codes are, but now I have them all in front of my face and I've got this timer to make sure I'm locked. I don't know. I think this is revolutionary. I think it's revolutionary. But of course I do because I built it. Both P&L calculations are correct. Good. Leverage check both. Okay, good. 25. Liquidation mode. Stop loss 25. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my note sheet here. Insert note. I use Google Sheets. What do you use? Airtable? Over engineering again? Gotcha. And then I need to track these stats as well. So, okay, that was account 1. What account is this on, gang? It's account 3. God damn. What happened to account 2, dude? What happened to account 2? Can't we use account 2 as well? Sheesh, bro. She's jumping from account 1 to account 3, trying to confuse yourself, huh? Just trying to confuse yourself again. I see you, dog. Okay, that is, nope, I need the whole year of volume. Okay, my volume hitting. Oh, snap. I think they dropped points today too. Let me check those out. I'm top 1,000. I'm not top 10, no. Top 1,000, though. They ain't tens, they clean though. Nobody remembers that. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. They ain't tens. They clean though. They clean. Not one person. I'm too umped for you guys. Ain't nobody remembers that. They clean. I keep them clean though. Dollar, what's up? 777. This is the right place, the right time. Let's get it. They tens. I keep them clean though. They tens. I keep them clean though. What movie is that from? I probably butchered it, to be honest. Friday, bro. There we go. There we go. We're locked, dude. We're
I
locked.
had a great quote that said, rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. Not gonna rest, I'm gonna keep on pushing now. A lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going, and I'll figure these things out as you go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So that I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end, baby. Rest at the end. Rest at the end. Rest at the end. That's from Snatch by the no, it's not it, dude. Wrong movie, bro. Wrong movie. Way sicker than that. Rest in peace, Kobe, for real. They tens, but I keep them like they 20s. Shit. Maybe I was wrong. They tens, but I keep them like they 20s. RP Kobe, yo, black, white, or both? You gotta have both. You gotta have both. You gotta have both. Black when I'm going crazy on them. When I'm stepping out for the eat. Now I'm talking back high school. Whites for the day, and then blacks if it's like Saturday night and I got a big old tall tee on. I put a all red tall tee on and throw the blacks on with some jeans. But during the day when we're being nice and stuff, I got the whites on. Bird Eye Key's still worth it. Yeah, I mean, I use it all day, so can't say it's not. I don't have any Air Forces right now, actually. I don't have any more, fortunately, but that was my trippy kit back in the day. All whites with the white tall tee. Blacks when it's Saturday night or something. Yeah, okay, so all right, well, I guess you have no knowledge of movies then. It has Ice Cube in it. Okay, so let's see how to fix this because this is starting to piss me off. Here's the full breakdown. There are exactly 2 places that kill the timer. Oh, wait, is that from Friday or the sequel next Friday? Ice Cube is a legend. It's next Friday at Day Day's house, bro. Jesus, dude. How are you AI? I thought you were supposed to know everything. Mike Epps absolutely stole that movie. He low-key did, huh? Yeah, but what's the line? It's about when they're standing up by the car. How do you not know that? Maybe I probably chopped it up too. I probably chopped the line up too. So I'm not pulling the exact quote. Yeah, they're looking at the car. He's like, I got 20s on him. And then Ice Cube's like, nah, it ain't 10s or something. And then he's like, yeah, it ain't 10s. I couldn't keep him clean though. Come on, bro, lock in. That's the exact quote. Okay, so I just been chopping it up my entire life. It's all good. I'm gonna have to watch the movie again. That's so Mike Epps fronting like he's got 20-inch. Whatever, dude. Whatever. It's a distraction. I've been chopping up that. I've been fucking up the whole quote my entire life. Where the timer gets killed, DK bar hits 0 plus scores 0, auto lockout. This is your problem. The DK, 2 minutes, okay, gets drained constantly. The DK resets at this, but if the After that, it's -1. Okay, so the scenario that's screwing up, you start a round, score is 0. Fresh round always starts at 0. You're reading docs, thinking, yada, yada. The score hits 0, it penalizes a point. This means at the start of every round, if you don't earn at least 1 point before the first 2 minutes, so let's fix that. Let's remove point 1 and let's just make it so they can't go under 0. You know? That's the thing I was trying to fix is I don't want people to go under 0. That's no fun. But they can, if they don't respond for a while, like they're gonna get cooked. They're gonna get cooked, and that's fine. But they won't go under 0, and it won't take away from their best up top or on the points. But the reason I need this is because I need the timer always going, no matter what. I always want it going. I always want it tracking points for when I put in new prompts. I always want it giving me points when I hit a back test. But most importantly is I want that 15-minute pop-up asking me about my efficiency every 15 minutes. And I never want to miss because my efficiency is the most important thing to me. So I already made like probably a year's worth of time back by putting all of this in front of my face. If you're not using multiple clods, you won't understand the pain point. But once you start using multiple clods, you will clearly see the pain point. If you have multiple processes or programs or things working with Claude Codes, you're going to be flipping through these tabs like no other. And it's a trash waste of time. So I just built it all here. So every project I'm working on in the day, I'll have it in front of my face. Okay, I want to step deeper. I'm an athlete. I grew up playing, trying to score more. That's why I'm here all the time. The more you shoot, the more you score. That's always worked for me in everything except trading by hand. So I am ambitious enough to do anything. I could build anything. I can chase anybody. I could beat anybody. I know that. It's me versus me. Okay, so what does Moondev? How does he code harder? Well, put a fucking shot clock up. Let him get some points. Yes, every day. So I'm just hacking my workflow at this point because we have AI. Like I said, I thought I was gonna be gone for a month. And I was gone for like 3 days because we have AI cooking so hard. Like then I'm twiddling my fingers yesterday, like shit. Do I just not come back? I said I was gonna be gone for way longer. Do I not come back and I just sit here and do nothing, go back to this retired life? I hate that life, dude. I hate that life. I told you the story already. I pseudo retired when I was 30, walking around the beach, boogie boarding every day. I ended up not liking it after a while. It's just like I like to build. I'm a builder. So when I said I was going to be gone for a month plus working on this project, I got it done in a weekend. I got it done in a weekend with AI. And that proves that what I'm building here with all these AIs in front of me, it's making my efficiency better and better and better. So if I just keep improving that efficiency in a year from now, you won't be able to catch up. I want to semi-retire also. Yeah, semi-retiring is fine, but full retirement, it's just not fun. Maybe if you're like 70 or something, 1% every day. I think being able to build stuff and see your stuff come to fruition is like the best part of life. It's not good for your health. Interesting, Kenny. I would love to hear more about that. Like mentally health or like even physically, like yeah, like doing nothing. Like at least right now, I'm standing up at the computer working on something. My brain is active. I'm trying to chase Jim Simons, opposed to like yesterday. I'm done with my project. I'm sitting here like on the motherfucking couch. Like, what do I do at this point? I made such a big scene about how I'm gonna be gone for a month, but AI just cooked it up in a weekend. Do I just go back to this beach, walk around the beach life, and play some video games? It's just like I did one day of that. I'm like, fuck this. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm locked every single day. So Zoom dailies. I'll take some days off, of course, but done. Here's what we changed: the penalized point shot, daily points subtraction. Okay, your persistent points at all time high are untouchable. Okay, daily point subtraction line set. Wait, I'm a bit confused by this line. Does it still subtract the points? because it should subtract points still. It just won't go past 0. Like it won't go to negative is what I'm trying to say. Kept session score, still drops. Okay, Florida 0. Okay. You still get the cooked visually. Yeah, I overcorrected. I removed the daily point subtraction entirely. You still want me to subtract it, just floor at 0, no negatives. Yes. Yes, Shorty, yes. Okay, so subtracts from daily points, but floors at 0, never subtracts, never goes negative. And then can you confirm that this whole 2-minute timer is still there? But if we hit the 2-minute timer, it will just restart the 2-minute timer after it takes away their point. And if they have 0 points and it won't go negative, it'll just restart the 2-minute timer. This will enable the timer to always be running and it will never turn off unless the person hits lockout. Because what I've found in my workflow is I want to get rewarded for every prompt. I want to score. I just want to keep scoring. But at the end of the day, if I have to click lock in, it's tough.
So now you do that as the years go on, separation that you have with your competitors, your peers, just grows larger and larger, 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 larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up.
Jay, if you mean me by we, yes, you can get the key, bro. You can get the key. Late, dude. Hella late, dude. You late, Jay. Lock in. Don't care if you're on the West Coast. Wake up. You good, bro. I'm just kidding. Okay, so confirmed. It's exactly how you want it, Mr. Moon. Here's the full flow. Decay bar drains from 120 to 0 over 2 minutes. Okay. Hits 0. Okay. Immediately resets. Okay. Loops forever. Okay. Now, can you also confirm that at the end of every, I should fucking read. How about that? How about you just read, Moondev? The only way the timer stops now is if somebody manually clicks lockout. No auto lockout, no score, 0 kill switch. You can sit at 0 points and decay bar will just keep cycling. Penalize, reset, penalize, reset. But your score stays at 0, never goes negative. And the 15-minute efficiency pop-up will always fire on schedule. Fire, dude. Okay, before I restart this, I want to make sure that we're good here and everywhere. Let's have this quick summary here. So I have launched those 2 bots already. And that's the thing, dude, is we're just accelerating because launching 2 bots would have taken me, I don't know. I haven't opened code in 2 years. So if you're scared to learn how to code, I was scared too, dude. Both P&L calculations are correct. Here's the breakdown. Leverage check. Both are correct. Liquidation, MM. Okay, that's fine. Max loss trade, SL 25. Okay. Max loss 25. Okay. 10% on margin. Okay. 1% raw price. Position 95. Okay. But the 300-second SL has a cooldown. Yeah, but what's the TP on the 300? On the 300 SL, what's the take profit? TP on the 300 plus 10. Oh, okay, it's 10 and 10. It's 10 and 10. 10 and 10. Perfect. Are we live? Live and live. And then did I get all the tracking down? I didn't get the volume. No, I did get the volume. Cost for volume, balance, and P&L. I got to get those. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.